What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter, and today is actually, an anniversary, but not a good anniversary, actually a bad anniversary. Today marks a couple years since KingVon was shot and killed in Atlanta at Monaco's Hookah Lounge. Very sad too, to be honest with you. We didn't really see that coming, especially out of town. We knew that he was hot and people wanted to do shit to him in the city, but we thought he'd be good out of town, and it happened so fast. A fist fight led into a gun down, which was kind of crazy. He actually lost his life by the hands of a rapper entourage, a guy by the name of Lil Tim. Ever since KingVon's death, Lil Tim then kind of went viral, did interviews, dropped songs, millions of views. He then kind of gained a career out basically killing KingVon, which kind of crazy, but that's the way the culture leaned. The world then kind of turned on Quando Rondo. They feel like he made a mockery out of this. Instead of going on the internet and showing some remorse, not saying people was going to accept it, but the optics would have made it look a little bit better than dropping diss songs, burning KingVon t-shirts and shit like that. I think Von would have been bigger than life. A lot of people don't realize the guy only had one project out. He one of the most streamed artists on YouTube. I don't think people understand that his impact was very strong. There's a lot of people on the streets tell me he the real king of drill. Now I understand with Chief Keef, King Louis, Lil Durk, Pac-Man invented the drill, but for some reason people equate KingVon to being the king of drill. I just wish he would have understood the business a little bit longer, in my opinion, if I wanted to be real honest with you. Like I tell people, he not from Hollywood. This guy came straight out of the projects, straight out of the streets, went straight into the jails, straight into the penitentiaries, and then straight into superstardom and fame. I'm not sure if he realized that, this is Hollywood. This the rap world, kind of fake, not serious. He kind of put street shit in the fake world. I wish he would have knew when to cut on the KingVon and cut it off, because punching a guy outside of a nightclub, his entourage might feel some type of way about that. But I just think sometimes the glitz and the glamour get in your eyes and you don't realize that. I think a lot had to do with him not being able to be around Durk. Durk was a superstar. He been in the culture. He know how to move. I think he could have gave Von that guidance. Like I say, I don't think people realize how big Von got. He didn't really have a big time feature. He got that famous just himself. The stories he was telling. He was a dope storyteller too. You didn't realize that guy was telling real stories. These things that he talk about in his raps that's going on right now, for him to be that young, to understand the way the world went was kind of crazy. But unfortunately, he had the reputation of being a street dude, a goon, a killer, a robber. But we ain't finna talk about that. We just gonna celebrate his legacy. Y'all get a chance, check out some of his songs on YouTube. Type in KingVon in the Google bar. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. And in my opinion, it's a case in the drill culture that I think stands higher than any other case. If you ask me, it's a guy by the name of KingVon who I believe was becoming the face of Chicago. This guy got out of prison, he beat a murder case, and then became to the top of the rap game. A guy by the name of Lil Durk kind of signed him to his OTF imprint, put him under his wing to kind of develop him. KingVon kind of blew up fast. In my opinion, he became the face of Chicago real quick. He ended up losing his life due to gun violence by the hands of a man named Lil Tim, which was the friend of Quando Rondo, which is a rapper from Savannah, Georgia, who signed to like NBA Youngboy imprint. He actually had an altercation with KingVon at a hookah lounge in Atlanta and ended up losing his life due to it. We actually at the hookah lounge right now. Come with me, man. If you can see, we actually at the Monaco hookah lounge. This is the place that KingVon was at when he lost his life and he was shot and killed. According to reports, KingVon was at a club called Onyx. I guess it was a paid performance. He was getting paid just to show up to the club or whatever the fuck, get a few drinks or whatever. Somehow he made a detour up here. I'm not sure why. If you ask me, I think his manager should have been a little more better with guiding him a little bit better. Let me show you this parking lot right here, cameraman. As you can see, this is the parking lot where that shit had happened at. This is the parking lot where KingVon gave Quando Rondo the 10-piece spicy nugget with no mustard and no napkins, okay? Tim's friend came out of car, ended up shooting KingVon. KingVon was shot in this street right here, as we all seen the footage. He was laying in the middle of this street right here, as we all see this footage. Come check it out right here. He was right here in the middle of the street. Okay? I believe his friends picked him up and drugged him on that side of the street. We actually seen Muwop hit Quando Rondo in the face. That was a crazy event that night. KingVon lost his life. I never understood why a guy like that didn't have the right mentorship. Track is his manager. I was confused when I found out Track got skinned by a bullet. I said, damn. If I was his manager, I believe I would have told this guy, we're not going to do that, bro. You making a lot of money. You one of the biggest artists in the world. We're not going to frontline it. You got your whole crew here. One of them can do that shit, and we're going to stay in the background. But if you ask me, with Track being the manager, remember this. The bigger Von get, the more money Track make. You get what I'm saying? So a video getting out about KingVon whipping Quando, or just the word getting out that KingVon put the hands on Quando, would have raised KingVon profile even bigger, which means Track would have made even more money. Now, I'm not saying Track set him up. I'm just saying this normally happens when you got people around you that's not 10-year niggas, people who only benefit from your likeness and your money. Remember, it was a case that happened at the Varsity in Atlanta with Lil Durk and KingVon together, so Durk couldn't be around KingVon. I believe that kind of fucked him up a little bit because Durk couldn't give him that mentorship and that guidance. KingVon is not from Hollywood, bro. He's not from the rap game. He's from prison. He's from the streets. He's from O-Block. He didn't know how this industry go. I'm not sure he realized when he punched a famous rapper that famous rapper has an entourage, and someone might not be happy about that. Come check out the street camera, man. This is actually the area right here where KingVon was laying in the street. Okay, come on up here. This is like the area right here where we seen them pull him out the street and shit like that. He was laying on the ground right here. Okay, he was laying on the ground right here, and they kind of pulled him to safety. It's very crazy because the violence happens everywhere. I want to show you guys. As you can see, everything is closed off. You got a big gate right there. It's all closed off. It's really like only 4 or 5 businesses on this side of the street, to be honest with you guys. Then it's like closed off down here. This parking lot was filled with cars. It was a shooting that went on. It was an off-duty police officer over here, and he noticed what was going on. He started seeing guns from over there and got to shooting and all kind of things. Unfortunately, one of KingVon friends were killed, I believe, by the name of Slutty. It was reports that Louis died too, but God is good. He actually survived, so he didn't lose his life that day. The shooter who shot KingVon was actually shot by the police. There was rumors came out that the police shot KingVon and all kind of shit until the video came out, and we really seen what happened. I think it's a sad situation too, because if you ask me, KingVon was going to be very, very, very famous. I believe he was going to be the top of the game because he was taking his rap shit to a different level, you know. I seen people like Virgil, who make the Off-White, was goddamn leaving comments on his Instagram page, so somebody liked it, the guy, you know. But it surprised me because, you know, Quando Rondo was chilling in a truck that's like, it was like parked a little bit over there. It was a truck, and KingVon walked up on him, gave him the knuckle, you hear me? Gave him the 10-piece spicy. The whole crowd rushes Quando Rondo. Next thing you know, they get the blinking. Now, I'm not sure if Tim blinked that many times, but the police was blinking, and Tim blinked, and Tim actually got charged with a murder. He's actually out on bond right now. Him and Quando Rondo be doing videos, putting fake Durks in the videos. Lil Tim actually changed his name to the biggest op. I'm gonna tell you guys something that's real crazy. I don't believe Tim really had no choice, if you ask me. He was put in a position where he had to react. I believe a lot of this stems from Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo is the kind of play to both sides kind of dude, you know? But I want to be honest with you. You know, and I don't hope nobody don't take this in a bad way, but, you know, being a tough guy is like a light switch. You got to know when to cut that shit off and cut that shit on, to be honest with you. It's very crazy out here, so that's just how I feel about the situation. We actually got somebody walking past. I wonder if I can ask them a question. How you doing, sir? Okay, he's kind of busy right now, but, you know, when it comes to this internet shit, a lot of people don't really want to fuck around with these videos. This shit get dangerous out here. No one wants to get spotted on this internet shit, but it is what it is. I appreciate the love. We had to bring you up here, but it's official. We at the Monaco Hookah Lounge where KingVon lost his life. Sad situation, man. I want y'all to come with me one more time. Come on the camera, man. Just look at it. To be honest. At nighttime, this place is lit. This is downtown Atlanta. So at nighttime, this place is lit. But like right now, it's deserted. In Atlanta downtown, there be a lot of people down here during the day, during the afternoon. But at nighttime, this shit get deserted. It get quiet. It get dark down here. But this is like a party area and shit like that. But it's crazy, man. This is the Hookah Lounge with Chicago rapper and drill rapper KingVon lost his life. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter.